Hi, I'm Ad Professor Tom, and I talk about sales, advertising, leadership, and the truth. Last week I talked to you about a question: what is consultative selling? And I illustrated in summary 3 particular ways that we need to think in order to be true consultative sellers. The first of those 3 ways was holistic thinking, and I'd like to talk a little bit more about that today. Imagine you go in to meet with a client. The door's closed, they're on the phone still, and the meeting's not ready to start, and you will notice that they're a little irate, and they grow more and more agitated. And finally, the conversation ends as you are squirming in your seat, and the phone slams down, and they look up at you, and they say, "I need to get a new CPA for our business." In that moment, the first thing you're going to want to do is change the subject for them. They're in an uncomfortable situation. They don't want to be talking about it as we see it. And really, we have budgets. We're there to sell them something. But in that moment, I want to ask you to reconsider. Allow a client to just vent. Allow them to talk. In fact, use it as a bridge to start talking about other things that bother them in their business, that impede their growth, or keep them from being able to explode in a particular part of their industry in which they have access to, or some great opportunity is out there that they're limited in. It's not just waiting to talk about advertising as long as you can, because I've heard some salespeople talk like, maybe I should just see how long I can wait to talk about advertising. But the problem is, it doesn't make you more diligent about the questions you're asking. Allow a client to talk to you about the solutions they need altogether that don't relate to advertising or do. Let the conversation develop and evolve in such a way that you're able to understand the context from which you are about to sell them in the time to come. If you do that, you will not be seen immediately. You will not be seen as the other vendors who come in and want them to sign off on the deal of the week or some print ad or something like that, who many times are given the credit for being disadvantageous because they're not coming solving problems. They're actually just another appointment this week I've got to meet while I'm solving this other problem. If you are looking holistically at their business, at the solutions they need, we'll talk more about how to connect them next week. But you will already start to be seen as more of a connector to their business if you can start talking to them about everything, not just their advertising.